Okay, so let's get right into the build of issue number 7. Again, I did an unboxing for all this stuff. If you guys want to check it out, feel free. I also have a playlist of I have all the videos up to date in regards to the Build the Enterprise from Eaglemoss. So this, we're going to be using parts packs 23, 24, 25, and 26. So let's put these aside so we can actually get right to the build. So let's get the pieces for part 23. And we got a section of the hull. And this is metal. So let's get right to it, guys. Stage 23 assembly. Replenish a saucer section battery box to connect it to light up 2 more banks of windows, and you can see where they're going to go. And we get the parts, the power pack. We're going to use the this cover because we used it for the battle section, the previous one, and then we're going to put in that. So let's do this first. I like to keep my power pack in the screw box. I still have a circuit board attached. So we're going to take this section and it's going to go right on there. And we got the screw. So it locks into place. Alright, so that's all set. You can see these two little tabs go into the slots and we just screw it back into place. Okay, so that's all set to be used. So now we can move on to step B. And we're going to put in windows, that's 3 clear. And we're going to put in the escape pods first. Alright, so we got the 3 clear windows and we have all the escape pods in. So we're ready to move on to the next section, or the next step. Let's see, we're going to put it in to the primary hull. We're going to secure it with a BM screw. And then we're going to put the lights in, but for now we're going to do that one first. It's going to go in this section. Alright, so now we got to put the 2 lights in over here before we tighten it up more. And let's see, we've got this light and this light. So you can see we had to put the lights in right there. The BM screws are in, and then the EM. And we got another section. It's starting to get pretty big. Okay, it's gonna pretty soon. It's gonna be hard to get the whole thing in the shot for you. All right. So what is next? Now we're gonna hook up the power pack, and we're gonna light those sections up. These sections. So the sections that are supposed to light up. Let's see if they light up. Because they're not new batteries, so hopefully there won't be an issue. Okay, we got that section. Oh, we had it for a second. Okay, so you can see they're lit up. There. And the other parts will light up because those are parts of other wires. So let's get that back out and put the lights back on. I should put some brand new batteries in, but until then, these are going to have to do. But you can see what we're getting so far. So let's move on. We're going to go to stage 24. In this stage, the distinctive curves of the battle section profile starts to take shape, and the saucer hull plating continues to expand. So we're going to go right there. We're going to go to step A, and we're going to use the bracket. So let's put the primary hull aside for now. Oh, we got this section. And it's going to be BM screws that are going to hold this in place. So we get this. And it's going to go this way. You can see where they're going to line up. Right there. And we're going to use BM screws. And there's going to be 3 of them. So let's get BM screws ready. Okay, so you can see the 3 BM screws are in, nice and secure. And let's see, there's an FM screw that's going to go on the top part. Okay, so the FM screw went in right there. So we're going to put that aside for now. And we're going to go right back to the panel Take deck panel U104 and fit the 8 escape pod covers in. So let's do that first. And that would be this. And this is metal. Okay, so okay, so we got all the windows in place. And what we're ready to do now is to put the lights in. You can see we're going to put one BM screw in first, and the other one is going to come when it's placed into the hull. So we got our lights. Okay, so you can see we're all set to put this into the primary hull. And we're going to test this to make sure it works. Alright, let me put the lights out so you guys can see. They're all lit up. Alright, let's put this into the primary hull. Put the power pack aside for now. And this is going to be held in place with BM screws. Okay, when that section's in, you start to have this. I'm starting to run out of room with this. Okay, so you guys can see we got those 2 BM screws in. Right in there. So let's see what's next. Looks like we have another section, and this section is going to be plastic. So it'd be a little bit more fragile than the metal. We can start with the escape pods. Alright, so maybe we can finally put the reflective backing on. So we're going to put one in first. It's going to go this way. And it's the yellow one. It's going to go in. And it's a BP that's going to hold them in place. Alright, so that part didn't want to click in, but eventually when you tighten the screws, it does click in. So you can see the windows are all in place. And we're going to move on, and we're going to put it in the primary hull. And that's going to be held in place with a DP screw. So it's going to go in this section. And we're going to have to put the, you can see, we got a light that's going to go on the other side. You see when there's one screw holding it in place. So, now we got to put it into the other side. Let me show you guys. It's got to go into this side. Alright, so when it's in place, you see the two lights are in, and you can see the top, and this will go down when these are tightened. So let's see if these work. So we're going to put this section into the power pack. And they're going to go right here. As you can see, they're lighting up nice. So we're ready to move on to the next step and put the lights back on. You can see the primary hull so far starting to fill up. Alright, so we move on to step C. Retrieve your battle section neck assembly, stage 24, and gather the lighting cables, but not the switch cable. near the center line. Use the unused bulb for the battle bridge and put it in the slot. Okay. And then we're going to put the other bracket on. So we've got the other bracket. Okay. And we've got the battle section. And let's see where they want us to put that light. So this is the unused light. So it's going to go into, let's see if you guys can see that, right in there. So we'll take it. You can see where it's going to go. Right in there. It doesn't want to stay in there, though. Alright, you can see it's right there. So now we're going to fit the other half of this bracket on, and it's going to be held in place with BM screws. So let's get some BM screws ready. We're going to need 3. So let's see. All right, we got 3 right here. We got to make sure that that bulb is still in there. And we're going to need 1 FM screw. Okay, so the FM screws are in there. And I want to test to make sure that the light is over here. Alright, so I wanted to make sure that the light was poking through like it had said, and that it's secured. Again, I'm having a little bit of issues with the top of the battery thing. So let me tighten it up, and the battle section goes on. But I wanted to make sure, let me put the lights out so you guys can see. You got the blinking lights, but you got that section that's coming out right in the middle of the frame. And I had wanted to make sure that that was all set. So this section is all set. So let's move on and put the switch off. Stage 26 assembly. In this stage, the upper saucer hull plating expands to its widest point on the ship's starboard side. So you can see more windows. So we're going to have more fun with windows. So we can put the battle section aside for now. And we've got more windows. So you can see it's another plastic piece that's going to go in. For some reason, the metal pieces are a lot easier to put the windows in than the plastic pieces. But there's no escape pods on this section, so let's get going. And I'm going to do the dark windows first. So all the windows are in. And we can work on the backing. Okay, so we got to do again. We got to take put one of the lights in. And it'll be the red section. And that's going to go in just like that. So we're going to put that one in like that. And it's going to be BP screws holding it in place. So let's get one ready. And those are BP screws, so we need more BP. I think, yep, these are BP screws. Okay, so that's in. You can see all the windows are in place. So we got another section to put in, and we're going to do the same thing. We have to wait until after this is in the hull to put this bulb in. So let's get the section of the hull. And I'm going to show you guys, it's going to go, let's see, onto this side. Right there. She's starting to get pretty big. It's going to be held in place with a DP screw right there. Okay, so that part is secured. Now what we got to do is we have to put the bulb in like we did on this section, right there. You can see the top part. This down look pretty spectacular, actually. All right, so let me put that bulb in, and it's going to be held in place with another DP screw. So I need another DP screw. So there's one DP screw left, so let's okay, so getting that light in was a little tricky. You can see right there because you got to keep all the windows in place, and you can see the window is right over the light. So when you put the light in, you have to be careful that all the windows don't pop out. So that section is in. So let's see, it looks like we're going to test it. Alright, so let's make sure that this works. And that would be this part. We'll hook it up to the power supply. And it works. Let's put the light out so you guys can see it. You guys see that section? And she's starting to come together. So at least up to this point, all the lights work. So that's important. So none of the wires are damaged in the bottom of the hull from all the screws and the metal frames. So let's put this aside. Let me show you guys a little bit more of what we've done so far. You see the phaser array going all the way down to where the bridge area is going to be. And we got this section done today. All right, let's see what's next. And that looks like it's everything. So let's go ahead and show you what we've done so far. Try to get into the shot for you. So we've got our saucer section starting to take shape. You can see the lights, all the skate pods, and the plating. You see the transporter arrays. It's starting to look really nice. So that's the part that we worked on in shipment 7, and we also did some more work on the bottom of the saucer pylon. You can see, let me go ahead and put this one on for you, and what you do is you flick the switch. You can see that light is supposed to be coming through right at the bottom. You can see the flashing lights on either side, and we got the impulse engines that I just love looking at. And you can see the inside. So that, my friends, was build for shipment number 7. And I'm looking very much forward to the next shipments, and I hope you are too. Those of you that are watching that are building along with me, best of luck with your builds. I hope it's going well. And I will see you guys very, very soon when I do the unboxing video for shipment number 8. Until then, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later.